Hey guys, how would you like to make $500 in 2 weeks starting from nothing? Quantum Billionaire here. Welcome to the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button if you really enjoy insane wealth building content. I don't do anything unless it's proven and I've done it myself. So you can follow and rest assured that what you're learning here is the best of the best of the best that's online. We don't just do philosophy, we do things that actually work. Well, video number 1 covered how to get motivated, how to write down your goal. Video number 2 walked you through step by step the process of figuring out what you're gonna do. We extracted what your skill sets are and we figured out exactly what we're gonna be marketing and how much to sell what we're gonna be marketing to people online. Video number 3 is gonna actually walk you through creation of our product on Fiverr and other networks, and you can use the same marketing principles we're gonna go over today to easily and effortlessly start your business and start selling online today. So without further ado, let's jump right into creation. What's up guys? Welcome to my computer. We're gonna be walking through exactly how to create the product that you're gonna sell over the next 2 weeks to generate $500. I know your time is valuable. I'm not gonna belabor the point, and we're gonna get straight into what works and what doesn't work. All right, so I'm logged into Fiverr here, as you can see, and if your screen says switch to seller mode, you know that you're in the wrong section of Fiverr. You want to make sure you're in the sales module. So if it says switch to buying, you're in the right place. I'm going to click on gigs, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of the gigs that I already have on Fiverr, and I haven't been selling a whole lot lately. And the reason for that is I got very busy with other aspects of my business that I wanted to take less time on Fiverr, so I raised all my prices to ridiculous levels so that I don't get a whole lot of sales. But as you can see, by adjusting a couple parameters here, we're going to be booming with business over the next couple of days, and you're going to see the radical difference in what happens when we have the right pricing. So that's why go over video number 2, really pay attention to what I talk about in terms of finding out what the market value is for certain products and position yourself within that market value. So here's a couple of gigs that I have on here. I have provide one-on-one tech support for your Wix website, design and build your custom Wix website. I have all these different types of freelance and improvements. I have life coaching for fear, building due to websites, blog posts and articles. So you can see I run the gambit in terms of consulting and web design, but there's a lot of verticality in what I'm offering. I'm not going into all these different sectors and trying to say, well, I'm going to do video editing for you. I'm also going to be a voiceover actor, and I'm not diversified in terms of what I'm offering. So pick one sector that you're an expert in and try to really master that. So consulting, business, and web design, these are my skill sets, and I'm creative, and so that's what my profile reflects. All right. So we're going to look at the web design gig that I have on here, and we're going to go actually into the edit feature so I can show you how a gig is built. How do you design it so that you can maximize clicks, maximize pricing, and really have a compelling offer to your potential audience? So starting with the title, design and build your custom Wix website. There's a lot of SEO here, guys. SEO, search engine optimization. I'm optimizing the ability for people to find it based on putting design and build your website on Wix as the keywords of this gig. So think about keywords, think about how are people going to find it? What search terms are they going to use to find your gig? Search tags, very important. So put 5 really specific types of tags to your site, to your gig. All right, so we got mobile website, website template, build website, website ranking, website review. These are tags that are going to help people search and find my gig through Fiverr. Be specific, use keywords for your gig, and the rest will take care of itself. All right, so we're going to hit save. Cool. Didn't really change anything here. Next, we move into pricing, the next module. So on pricing, take advantage of the basic, standard, and premium offerings that Fiverr allows you to produce. You don't want to just have a basic. You want to have some options to upsell based on standard and premium gig. The basic should be the attraction because Fiverr's going to promote the basic component of your product, of your service, your offering. So make sure that the basic is less dollars than the rest of it, and make sure that the title of the basic and what you're offering is very compelling to your potential customers. So custom website with 1 pages. This tells people immediately that they're going to get a 1 page website based on selecting this gig. Now, because I'm trying to make some money here, I'm going to up the price of the basic, and we're going to sell this for 150 bucks, and I'm going to do a 5-page website for 150. All right. And this is based on the module that we did in the very last session. So go back to video number 2 if you've missed that in the sequence. All right. Now we're going to do a 5-page website with 5 pages, and I'll call this Deluxe. Okay. And Deluxe really doesn't mean anything, but we're just going to say Deluxe because it's going to sound like we're going to be providing better content, more information. So really try to upsell the quality perhaps of what we do. So 150 will be a very basic job. 360, and actually we're going to bring this down to, instead of 360, we're going to bring this way down to 250. Okay, so this is a little bit more advanced. And Wix custom website and consulting up to 10 pages. $500 still a lot. Let's go to 375. So 2 of these website sales over the next 2 weeks will yield the result that we're after, the $500 in 2 weeks. So take a look at this template. Look at how I'm writing in the content. I'm very specific. I'm providing great value. And now here's a very important thing too. 7-day delivery. We want to deliver within 5 days so people get their dream website. And we're going to change our extra fast delivery here. And I'll show you this in a minute. All right. And then 10-day delivery. Let's make it a 7-day. 1 week, they'll get 10 pages. Wow. That is called service. All right. So 3 days. And actually, let's take it down to 3 days is good for 5 pages. That's plenty of time. In fact, let's make it 4 days delivery. So $1 1 day more and a little bit more money, and they get a deluxe version. I think that sounds fair. 7 days. All right. Unlimited revisions. Always provide unlimited revisions. People are not going to exhaust themselves going back and forth, back and forth. Usually after 1 or 2 revisions, they're going to quit. They don't want to stretch things out. They usually want a job done really quickly. Sometimes you'll have somebody who wants unlimited revisions, but it's pretty rare. So don't go ahead and select unlimited revisions. Source file, I mean, they're going to get that. You can go ahead and select it. Commercial use, yeah, select that. It's fine. Basic, standard, premium. So here's where the speed comes into play. We can bump up our sale. So if I only deliver it in 3 days, I can add 50 bucks. For the standard gig, if I can deliver that in 4 days, we can add $50. Premium, if I can deliver in 5 days, we add 100 bucks. So always take advantage of your standard and your premium offering and try to give something more value for faster. People that are in a hurry will pay more money because it is a premium service and they'll happily pay more money. All right, I'm going to hit save. Now that's saved, and we're going to go to description and FAQ. This is probably, guys, one of the most important areas, and I can say the shortcut version of this is be very simple. Don't be negative in what you're saying. Don't be demanding, and try to follow. In fact, the easiest way to do this would be to go on Fiverr, search for other people's gigs, look at how they're branding and how they're describing their gig, and then replicate that in your own words. Don't copyright, but try to not necessarily paraphrase, but use their example and then come up with your own words or your own version of that for your own site. Or you can go ahead and just use mine as a template and make a couple of tweaks. You don't want to copy and paste someone else's work because that's going to be plagiarism, and plagiarism can actually negatively affect your gig if it's caught, and it also will impact your search, the search engine optimization aspect of Fiverr. It's just not a good practice to do. Anyways, so here I have it: basic, turnkey, communication, delivery, standard, premium. So I have descriptors, and I explain to people that you're going to get 24/7 coverage in terms of communication. I'm going to deliver on time. You're going to get amazing support from SEO. I'm going to be consulting with you. I'm going to give you your turnkey website. I'm describing in detail, guys, all the things that they're going to get from my service. And I'm specific, and I show that I'm knowledgeable about the process. That's what you want to convey in your description. You want to be upbeat and positive in tone and be as detailed as possible. I don't do frequently asked questions, but by all means, you can add a couple questions on there. It just helps add more anticipatory nature to your gig in terms of what people might ask and how you're going to respond to them. It saves you also from asking those questions and answering them later on. All right, requirements. Again, a lot of times I don't actually put specific requirements in here, but I'm going to keep it pretty much open right here. This is going to be a instruction to provide information when you get started, so you can answer it. Here, by all means, when people get to this point with my gigs, normally they've already communicated what they want. People don't like to spend a couple $100s unless they've already had some communication about what they want, what they're trying to achieve. So there's no need to ask it again. If you're selling a $5 or $10 product, yeah, by all means, put a requirement in there. Like, send me pictures, send me text, send me specifications. For me, this is not that important. Save. The next feature, guys, is the gallery. So this is where you tell the story. You don't just put some random picture that has nothing to do with your gig or you've borrowed it from somebody else. Show a specific example of something you've created. All right, if you don't have anything, then I suggest working on something for the next couple of hours so you can have some pictures that you can show. These are 3 examples from really a blog and another website that I created. But what shows you, what the point here is, this is what people see, and if it stands out and it looks kind of neat, looks cool, and it's what people are trying to create, which is, hey, this is a cool looking website, then you're going to be able to convince people that really just from the picture to buy from you. So spend some time and show, don't tell. Show what you're doing and convey it with a picture, and that's going to help sell the product. It's worked for me. All right, I'm gonna hit save. And guys, that's all there is to it. So I'm gonna go through the same process on all of my different gigs, and you guys can do the same thing. Follow the strategies here. This is very simple. Test it out, see how it works, and we're gonna be on our way to making $500 really quick just by toggling some of our prices and see how people react. Normally, this is gonna happen on autopilot. Now, I did promise you guys the other day that there's another thing that you can do, which is to take it the next step and find out what people are requesting, and I can answer those requests. So let me show you how to do that real fast. Buyer requests. So I clicked on the more, and I clicked buyer requests. All right, we're at the buyer request page, and I can actually do a search at the top right for anybody who's looking for a website. So all I do is type website, and I'm gonna see all of these people with their budgets of what they're trying to create. Guys, this is free money. This is money floating out there. People are willing to pay. All I need to do is send them an offer and try to provide an offer that's slightly below their budget. So maybe $10 or $15 below, not drastically below. Some people are looking for super cheap, but the higher budgeted amounts want quality. So provide an offer, people will come to your profile. And now, one big caveat is if you don't have any orders on your profile, offer cheap products until you have a couple of reviews. 3 to 4 reviews at 5 stars that are outstanding reviews will help funnel people to your product. That's one of the secrets. When I started on Fiverr, I started with $5 drawings, and remember, I took several hours to create those drawings. But those $5 drawings gave me insane reviews. People could trust me at that point that I was going to deliver on what I said I'm going to deliver. That's the key to selling. So I'm going to send an offer on a couple of these things. We're going to land a couple of gigs, and I'll follow up here after this video, in the next video, as soon as we land a gig through Fiverr, and I can show you what happened, how I got it, and go from there. Guys, that's all there is to it. You're going to be making $500 really fast. Thanks for sticking with this video. I hope you're enjoying the content so far. Leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, like the video, smash that like button, and let's keep on making insane progress on Quantum Billionaire.